How's it going, YouTube? This is Manny from Manny Fresh Bets, bringing you my Week 2 NFL straight up picks. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, I will greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, like, comment, and share. Again, these are going to be my straight up picks. As I posted before for Week 1, I posted straight up against the spread, the totals, and also player props. Also, make sure you're following me on Twitter. I usually post a few prop bets there and live bets. Week 1 was kind of weird. Ended up winning a few, but losing pretty much most of them. Chicago beating the 49ers pretty much messed up 95% of my parlays. Green Bay, I kind of had a feeling about Green Bay losing to Minnesota. I just didn't know it was going to be that bad. And then just crazy things happening for Week 1. Like I said, on pretty much all the videos. Just watch out for Week 1. Very weird. A lot of weird things can happen, and they did. So moving on to Week 2. Again, these are the straight-up picks. I already kind of made the picks that I feel more comfortable with. The Chargers and Chiefs, I already made a video for that. Hopefully you guys watched it. I pretty much didn't choose a side. I feel like that game could be very close. I feel like, the prop bets that I gave should hit. So let me know in the comment section what you guys thinking about those prop bets. But in this same thing for this game, the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions, I feel like this game could go either way. I do like the over in this game, so I'm going to be posting that on the over-under video. I feel like both teams are going to score, but I just don't trust, either one of these teams to beat the other. It's for me, it's a coin toss. I'm not sure how the Lions are favored by 1.5, but probably because they're home. And then this game, I choose the Browns. I feel like they're going to get it done. This could be a, so to speak, trap game. Cleveland's going to Pittsburgh next week. I think they're either going there or they're playing at home versus Pittsburgh. We see this happen a lot in the NFL where teams just kind of overlook a bad team, like the Jets. The Colts probably overlooked the Houston Texans last week and ended up in a tie. Even though they came back and tied it, they still should have won that game easily. The way Jonathan Taylor was running wild. Not sure how the hell they ended up in a tie, but be careful with this game. I think the Browns will get it done, but I can definitely see a scenario where the Jets come out and win this game, maybe turn over Brissett a few times and end up with the win. So be careful with that. But I took a risk with them. The Bucks and the Saints game, I'm not picking this as my first pick. Usually I do 3 picks, 3 parlays. One, it's a safer one. The second is kind of a moderate one. And then the third is kind of a more aggressive, more riskier play. Tom Brady just has trouble with the Saints. I mean, he can't beat them. And I'm going to stay away from this game for now. Same thing with Carolina against the Giants. My Giants pulled off a crazy upset win against Tennessee. Dabo looks like he is the coach for this team. Saquon was just running wild. Daniel Jones did enough. He did have a bad interception, but other than that, he got a clutch first down that pretty much sealed that game-winning drive. But Carolina's also good. Baker Mayfield didn't look as comfortable as I thought he would. But this game is kind of a toss-up, so I'm staying away from that game in this one. Same thing with the Patriots and the Steelers. The Steelers are going to be without Watt. Najee Harris is nicked up. The Patriots offense looks terrible. Even though we got to give Miami's defense, some credit there. They are good. But, New England is kind of in a mess right now. But these are the type of games that they win. So I'm not gonna mess with that game. The Colts usually have problems with the Jaguars. For some reason, they just have trouble with them, especially in Jacksonville. But I'm going to trust Matt Ryan to get a little bit more comfortable, run Jonathan Taylor, and beat the Jags. Skipping this game as well for my first pick, Miami and Baltimore. this game is a toss up for me. I don't know how the Ravens are 3.5 favorites, 3.5 point favorites. I would think this would probably be like a 2.5 or a 3 since Baltimore is home, but I'm staying away for this pick. The Rams end against Atlanta. Atlanta gave New Orleans all they can handle. Again, game week one. I told you guys week one goes crazy. Don't go crazy betting, your whole bankroll in week one just because the season started. Atlanta almost beat them. If it wasn't for New Orleans coming back late, Jameis Winston throwing 2 late touchdowns, Atlanta would have pulled up the upset. But I feel like the Rams, especially coming home, home opener here. Actually, no, this is their second game at home. But I feel like they're gonna do better at home. They're gonna do better against Atlanta team that is improving. But I feel like if they just stop Mariota from running, this game should be easy. So I took the Rams. Took the 49ers against the Seahawks. Seahawks had another crazy upset. Week one craziness. Upset the Denver Broncos. The Denver Bronco coach, I don't know what the heck he was thinking, going for a 64-yard field goal. But you got to give Geno and the Seahawks credit. 49ers lost a very tough game in pretty much a monsoon in Chicago. It was insane. But Lance ran a little well. Passing wasn't going to be there. Elijah Mitchell got injured. You can't really hard to pass in those conditions. So I'm giving them a pass. I think 49ers bounce back and win against the Seahawks. I got the Bengals to beat Dallas. Dak Prescott, unfortunately, I'm a Giants fan, but I never wish injury upon nobody, especially Dak Prescott sounds like a very nice guy. Everybody that talks to him talks highly about him and how hard he works. Just unfortunate that he got injured. But the Bengals I think they're gonna run all over Dallas in this game. The only thing that I could see is that Super Bowl hangover, so to speak. The Bengals look bad in week one. Burrow threw 3 interceptions, and I think he fumbled once. And Pittsburgh got the win in Cincinnati. I think he gets better. I think they'll win that game. And then I got the Broncos to beat the Texans. I told you guys in week one, all my videos, the Texans are going to be a sneaky good team. They're not going to win many games, but they're going to be competitive in, I want to say, like most of their games. 80 to 90% of their games, they're going to be competitive, and they're going to score points. And they did that with the Colts. They actually should have won that game if it wasn't, talent just wins sometimes. And that's why the Colts came back and tied it. If not, the Texans would have been 1-0. But I got the Broncos beating the Texans there. I think Javonte Williams, Jerry Jeudy, they're going to go wild in that game. I can see, if you guys play fantasy, I could see Nico Collins catching a few balls. Cooks is going to do his thing regardless. And maybe they start running Pierce for the Texans a little more instead of relying on Buckhead. Then for Arizona and the Raiders, I skipped this one. I am leaning Raiders, but I skipped it for the first pick. I took the Packers to bounce back and beat Chicago. And then I took the Bills to beat Tennessee. This is a sneaky game. The Bills, that's another team that really has problems with the Titans. They just can't beat them. But I think this is a different team, and I think they'll pull out the win. I'm skipping Minnesota and the Eagles for this particular parlay. So I'm going to bet $3 for this safer parlay to win $18. And then for the more moderate play, I'm probably going to use spreads here, just even though this is a straight up pick video. I just like some spreads here more than others. I'll see what we go through here. But I'm going to pick the Lions. I'm going to take a shot at them to win this game. I feel like their offense is good. Their defense they're going to score. The Commanders are going to score in this game. I just feel like Detroit is going to come out and pull out the win. Again, I'm going to take the Browns. Very careful with that trap game. Don't put the Browns on all your parlays. Just as a heads up. Don't put them in all your parlays because I can see the Jets upsetting, the Browns. This game, Um, I'm probably going to skip that one for now. I'm going to trust the Giants to get it done at home. Home opener, new regime, Dabo doing well. Let's go Giants. Hopefully they pull it out. And I think Thibodeau might be back for this game, so that helps out the defense. For this game, I don't know. I'm not gonna bet this game yet. I'm gonna take the Colts, and this is one that I'm gonna use. I am gonna use the spread, even though this is a straight up picks. I feel like Miami's gonna keep it close, and I feel like they can actually win this game. So I'm gonna take them at the money line, just to keep with the same concept we're doing with the straight up picks. I'm gonna take the Rams, 49ers again. Don't pick the Browns and the 49ers in all your parlays. Just a heads up. It could be I can see an upset. And same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals, I know it's a quarterback there, Cooper Rush, I believe it is. I know he's not Dak Prescott, nowhere near it. But if the Dallas Cowboys defense does well, the Bengals could be in trouble. But I'm picking them there. So just be wary of that. Don't pick all these teams on all your parlays. Switch it up a little bit. I'm going to trust the Raiders to beat the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like this game is going to be closer than people think. I know the Cardinals got blown out by KC, but the Raiders, they struggled a little bit with the Chargers. So I can see the Cardinals keeping it close, but I feel like the Raiders are going to pull off the win. I'm going to take the Packers at the money line as well, and I'm going to trust the Bills to beat the Tennessee Titans. Again, be wary with these teams. Buffalo Bills do look like the best team, better team in this matchup. Best team. They look like the best team in the NFL. Close to is either them or KC. But for some reason, the Bills. Sorry, but some reason Tennessee just has their number. So just be careful with these. So this is the 12-leg parlay. I took the Detroit Lions, the Cleveland Browns. Again, warning. New York Giants, warning. Carolina could win that game. The Colts, a little bit of a warning. Jaguars always play them tough. I took Miami against Baltimore. Again, they're an underdog, but I feel like they can pull off the upset win. Took the Rams, the Niners, warning on that game too. Cincinnati Bengals, mid-warning. Cowboys could pull it off. Denver against the Texans. I took the Raiders against the Cardinals. That's kind of a little bit of a warning, but I do see the Raiders winning. The Green Bay Packers beating the Bears, and then again, I warned you about the Titans. I just have a feeling there that the Titans might pull it off. So I'm going to bet $2 to win almost 167. And then kind of taking kind of a riskier play. I am going to take the Minnesota Vikings. I think they could beat the Eagles at home. If you want, again, I'm going to post the spread picks. This is where I'm going to put more the ones that I feel more comfortable with in terms of spread. I do feel more comfortable putting them at 1.5. But again, this is a straight up pick video, so I'm going to pick them straight up. Again, I'm going to pick the Bills, the Packers, Raiders, Broncos. I'm going to take the Bengals, the 49ers, the Rams. For this particular parlay, I'm going to probably skip that one. This week is tough. This week is tough. It's just as tough as week one, probably tougher. A lot of toss-up games here. I'm going to take a shot with the Commanders. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to beat the Saints. Again, this is more of kind of a riskier play. I'm going to take the Steelers. I think they can pull off the upset there. I think I'm going to skip the Giants game. And I'm going to take the Ravens. So I kind of did kind of a mix of upsets and favorites. I took Minnesota, the Bills, the Packers, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Bengals, the 49ers, the LA Rams, the Colts, the Browns, the Commanders, the Buccaneers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Ravens. And then I'm going to bet $1 to potentially win 240. All right, so that's going to do it, guys, for my picks. Again, this week is tough. It's a lot of games that could go either way. For these straight up picks, not feeling as comfortable this week. But on the spread picks, I am gonna pick some more comfortable plays. I'm probably gonna take the Jets plus 6.5. Probably gonna take the Saints plus 2.5. Those give me more comfort in knowing that I have that buffer. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Browns have to win by 7 for me to cover that spread, or to win that bet, instead of taking the Cleveland Browns at minus 290, which is going to pay less than that plus 6.5. So that makes those spread picks are going to be a little bit more comfortable than these straight up picks. These straight up picks are tough this week. I'm post picks on Twitter at Manny Fresh Bets. I'm probably gonna do that once I, maybe from here to the games, there's some injuries, there's people coming back. Maybe I feel more comfortable with, the Commanders with a certain injury or something like that. But for now, those are my picks. Again, thanks a lot for watching. Tread lightly in this week. A lot of toss-up games, a lot of games that could be upset wins for those underdogs. I'll post my spread picks in a bit. Take care, guys. Good luck. Hopefully you guys watch my Thursday night football picks. Also the college football picks. I'm doing those as well for Friday and Saturday games. And then for NFL, straight up picks video, against the spread picks video, the over-under picks video, and also the prop bets. The prop bets I do a lot just because there's so much things that you can do. And I usually post a video, plus I do it on Twitter. So definitely follow me on Twitter. Again, guys, good luck with your bets. Hopefully we hit one of these. Definitely take a look at the live bets, because a lot of these teams are going to be in close games. And live betting is pretty excuse me, it's pretty lucrative, and I've won a lot of bets doing these, especially with these very close games, 1.5 point favorites, things like that. So definitely do live bets and follow me on Twitter. Thanks a lot, everyone. Good luck on this Sunday, and we will talk to you soon.